You're in Washington, it looks like, this morning. I assume you're going home later today or tomorrow for a longer than expected summer recess. The House Speaker Mike Johnson decided to send people home early rather than hold any votes on releasing the Jeffrey Epstein files. What does that tell you?
Well, first, thanks for having me, John. I'll tell you, I don't think I've even on social media put anything out there about Jeffrey Epstein. I kind of assumed this was a QAnon conspiracy, but I don't think that anymore. When the president daily has to deny involvement, when we have to shut down Congress for the summer so that we don't take a vote about releasing the Epstein files, I'll tell you, this has moved up beyond conspiracy to we need to get this information. And the fact that we're no longer going to function here in Congress tells me volumes about what may be going on.
A year ago, this actually brings up a good question. I'm curious. A year ago, how many calls would come into your office about Jeffrey Epstein? How many questions were you asked back in the district about Jeffrey Epstein's at town meetings?
Yeah, I'll tell you, not so much in the past. Now, I was told this week, I think we had a couple hundred contacts by people about this. But, in the past, I think it was kind of relegated to, Pizzagate and other things that were out there. Again, I paid very little attention to it. But what I do pay attention to is the smell test. And if the president suddenly, who said he wants to release these files, is coming up with a daily excuse why not to, if Congress is shutting down, suddenly it doesn't pass the smell test. There's something going on, and for that reason alone, we have to make sure these files are released. The Attorney General even said it, and now suddenly she's trying to backpedal. There's just too much smoke that we've got to find out what's happening.
So CNN's K-File, Andrew Krasinski and his team uncovered these photos, largely from the 90s, of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein together. This was at an opening of an event, and you can see Donald Trump there with a couple of his children. Jeffrey Epstein showing up to Donald Trump's wedding to Marla Maples. All of this was years before allegations of sexual abuse of minors came to light, and we knew they had a relationship. But what questions did these photos raise for you?
Well, sometimes a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? And the fact that there are so many pictures of these two together, and for all of the rhetoric from the president about releasing these files, and now suddenly it comes to a complete stop. In fact, it goes in reverse. That just, again, something doesn't connect on that. So all the more reason I think that we need to, for the American people, find out this, get the files released, and if they're not going to do it, we have to keep that pressure up. So that's what Democrats have been doing. And just by even doing the lightest pressure, we've shut down Congress for the summer, literally. And even Republican members who are asking are being shut down by leadership. So again, none of this is passing the smell test. That's what we're hearing from people back home.
And you're about to go spend a lot of time at home in Wisconsin. You're a lucky man. It's a wonderful place. But how much,
thank you.
How much do you intend to talk about this versus the other issues that you think are important?
Yeah, that's why, again, we haven't put this out on social media because I was focusing on that big, ugly law now. I mean, the fact that 17 million people are going to lose health care, millions of people will lose food access, people are going to have their education funding cut. Go down the list. I mean, the people on the Affordable Care Act who are going to have their premiums soar, and many people will lose access to health care, plus the fact that the bottom 30% of people are going to pay for a tax bill for Elon Musk and Donald Trump. That's what I want to talk about because, again, the Republicans have been unwilling to even do town halls since the beginning of the year because of how bad this bill is. So I'm doing a town hall next week in the neighboring Republican district of Derek Van Orden in Prairie du Chien, his hometown. He's never done an open public town hall, so next Thursday I'm going to go and make it as easy as going down the street for him. But that's what I really want to talk about, and I think that's what, at the end of the day, people are going to be thinking about the most, how much Congress has not had their interest as a priority, and instead it's been the elites, and now here we are back to Jeffrey Epstein about protecting elites. It does have a weird parallel.
Congressman Mark Pocan, enjoy your extended stay in Wisconsin. Appreciate you being with us this morning.